choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me. Cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. 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 Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. The former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fields it right around the goal line.
Today, Nwangwu on the return. The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Once again, it's Swift. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's taken on the 25. A great return there of 22. Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ultra.
They'll go option to the short side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 15. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. We're scoreless after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
In motion left is Watkins. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Slot man moves right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this will be incredible field position as that'll kick out of bounds inside the opponent's 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 14 yards. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our VCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Looking to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Deion Jones in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
it's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Pierce the intended target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, back. 6, 7.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock is stopped with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Black Ultra.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll throw now on the final play. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 3. This is the tight end Fant. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This will be caught at about the 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and goal, Wales.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
Ready?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come on 1st and 10 at the 47. They're going to look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Touchdown. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 3. Matt Gay to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On second down, they'll run it here. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Slot man moves right. They'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah.
The Vikings after him, and And they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Williams on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. That's complete to Pierce. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Evans comes in motion right. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the Rams 17-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try. And now here is another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, LA.
Quez Watkins with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. Wait.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
71 yards.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be.
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.